Yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy now? Yeah, I completely don't cut it. Went to the dollar store a couple weeks ago. Got these rubber rats. I've been obsessed with rubber animals for like since I was a little kid. Like one of the greatest things I ever thought in the world that was ever created was a rubber snake. No matter where I went to on vacation, I would come home with a rubber snake. Cobras, garter snakes, king snakes, coral snakes. You know, I don't cut it. Alright. The reason for this video is, my friends, we're going to talk about making a YouTube video and how to do it properly. What I've learned through my vast experience on YouTube is A, drink about a 6-pack before you even start the video because, you know, it makes the video gold flow a little bit better. I'm a pretty quiet guy. I know it doesn't seem like that when I do videos, but like I said, I like to get all gooned up on High Life before I do it, and the videos just come out better. You gotta have some props. What can we throw in here? We can throw knives in here. Yeah. We could have a, I don't know, handgun or two. Anything else? No, I don't think so. No. Well, we had the rubber rats, so did I even turn this on? How could you can find happiness in the dollar store? I am convinced of that. Whenever I'm down and I'm feeling low, the first thing I do is call a hooker. No, well, the second thing I do is go to the dollar store and find cool stuff like this. You're not going to find that at Macy's. Alright, so back to what I was saying about kill as many high lifes as you possibly can. As far as cheap beers go, this is the champagne of beers. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, I know, it's good beer. Alright, next. We're going to do a beer review. No, we're going to do a cider review is what we're going to do. Smith & Forge Hard Cider. S&F. Made in the strong tradition... Made strong in the tradition of making things strong. Whoa. That's pretty deep. There's a couple things I've learned in this lifetime. One of the things you want to do is clean the top of the can off. You don't have to like wash it or anything, but take your shirt, because we're all classy. Go like that, because you don't know what the fuck's on here. I've been trying to stop cursing when I do videos, but you know, it's just not working out for me. Alright. For all the cats that want to see, what does it look like? Tell me about the legs and the nose. I got this cheesy champagne glass that I got at a garage sale like 20 years ago. That's pretty dark. And it comes in at 6% alcohol. Oh yeah, Daddy-o. I was looking for Old Rasputin today. That's what I was looking for. I didn't find it by me. I think what got me inspired, I was watching some of the Cutlery Lovers. I can never say that. Like, it doesn't roll. You know what? That name doesn't roll off my tongue. I gotta be like, yeah, Jeff, that's easy. But, like, saying Cutlery Lover. See? It makes it sound like I got a bunch of marbles in my mouth. And I was watching one of Salty Shellback's videos. Drinking some kind of, I don't know, Bud Limerita, Strawberry Rita, and eating Chocodiles and wearing a Mario hat, and you know, I got inspired. You know, it's funny, things inspire me like that. So I figured I would do one today. So we have the color here. Let's take a test of the nose. It doesn't smell like apples. It doesn't smell like cider. It doesn't smell like old man feet. It doesn't smell like a possum. It has no smell at all. Let me cleanse the palate here. Actually, it's not bad at all. I paid, what did I pay for it? I paid $2.35 for it. Wow, that was just like such a pussy burp, yeep, op, yeep. Remember Flintstone? Eep, bop, orp, ah, means that I love you. Yeah, I'm a fucking cheeseball. See, you come to these dry, uncomfortable spots in YouTube videos, that's where the alcohol comes in. Once the alcohol comes in, the videos flow and they're more exciting and shit rolls out of your mouth that you never thought you would ever say. We're going to do a movie review. Completely awesome movie. I'm going to watch it tonight. Well, completely awesome from what I heard from everybody. It's from Stephen King. It's The Mist. One of the other videos that I've been watching for a very long time. And it's like Jaws. You can watch it a gajillion, fatillion, anything else? Trizillion times would be Jaws and The Fog. John Carpenter's The Fog. And this is 24 fluid ounces. And this will get you to Happyville very quick. This is like hillbilly gold here. It's actually really good. What's been going on with me? Pretty much nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Been working my tuchus off. Making the greenbacks. Pulling down the dollars. Anything else? Nah, I don't think so. Trying to swim against the tide of credit card debt. That's just the way it goes. That's the American way. That was even a worse burp. Anything? I know I can do better. I know I can do better than that. Hold on, let's try. Aggressively grab the glass. I know, you can't have apple cider, especially hard cider. It's not for kiddies. You coming up here? You want to get in the video? Come on up. Tell everybody what's going on. What is going on? You're looking out the window with a squirrel. That's pretty much about the extent of what's going on here. That, and I've been servicing my kerosene heater. Now, my friends, if I can ever give you any advice, when servicing a kerosene heater, you decide you want to service one, maybe change the wick, make some interesting adjustments to it. It's not properly working, and you get it in your noggin that you're gonna fix it. I'm gonna tell you from experience. Whatever's going through your head, change the way you're thinking. Take it to a professional. Do not service it yourself. Because what I have learned is, I've almost burned my house down twice. Right around Christmas, I'm getting all gooned up on Miller High Life, and I go to shut the kerosene heater off, and it won't go off. So I crank it up and try and lower it down, and it still won't go off. And the instructions are right, man. Do not ever throw water on it. Bad idea. And I was like, I can't get this thing to go out. I really don't want to call the fire department. It's going to be so lame. I opened the whole thing up, and I took a saturated rag with water and wrapped it around the inside of it, and all it did was make like a bunch of white smoke that actually caught on fire. And I was lucky enough at the time that it had snowed a couple weeks before, and the whole backyard had like 1.5 feet of snow in it. So I took the thing outside, and I literally got a shovel and buried it in the snow. So when your kerosene heater goes sour, or you need the wick replaced, you know what? Have someone who knows what they're doing do it. I mean, if you want to try it, roll the dice and hope for the best. God bless you. But from experience, I've learned I don't have that kind of aptitude, And I'm one of those people, when I take something apart, I always have extra pieces. I had extra pieces, extra screws. I was like, I put them in a cup. That's what you do with extra pieces. Put them in a cup. Maybe you could use them for something else. Well, what else is going on with me? That's about it, man. I've been watching YouTube videos. I just haven't been making them. I've been caught in this loop of watching ASMR videos. And I think that's really stunted my YouTube videos because I watch these videos, crazy videos about like marbles and water and crinkling paper and fake haircuts and manicures. And I know it sounds weak and lame, man, but I can't stop watching it. So I watch these videos, and within an hour it's nap time. So that's why I've become completely unproductive. Anything else? Well, we're gonna have our first night of frost, they say, tonight. That's why I was working on the kerosene heater. And it's amazing because you can't find kerosene anywhere around here. I literally have to travel 30 miles to get kerosene because you don't want the kerosene with the dye in it. A lot of people put that sign up, K1 kerosene, and it's really not. It's the stuff with the dye in it. And you burn the stuff with the dye in it, and it's that funky kerosene smell that permeates the house and just, oh, wait a minute. It might be coming. Hold on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I can do better than this. I know I can do better. Oh, that's all I got. But if you go to Lowe's or Home Depot doesn't have it. You go to Lowe's, they want like $50 or $60 for 5 gallons, which is ridiculous. So I can get it down the street for, that's weak too, for like $5 a gallon. But the thing is, they don't have it in stock yet. And everywhere I go, it's always like some guy with a fucking turban on his head, like, we don't have any kerosene, we don't sell it anymore. And I'm like, well, why? Because we don't. Imagine that reality. Like when you ask someone a question and they just make up their own reality. I know I do it a lot of times myself, but you know, I'm me, so it's cool. But when you say, well, why don't you have kerosene anymore? Because we don't. And that's it. Conversation's over. He's already turned around and walked away with his turban. And then I went to a place that was run by Russians. Completely creepy. Because whenever I go there to get gas or try and buy something, I immediately think I'm going to get my ass kicked by the way these guys act, and they kind of like circle you. Like, it's just weird. It's hard to explain. So that's what's going on here. This isn't bad. Smith & Forge hard cider. This is definitely, I would get this again. I bought a couple. I've been trying to stay away from the, sorry, salty, stay away from the lime maritas and strawberry maritas and watermelon maritas because it's just way too much sugar, and I can't sleep after I drink it. Update on my car. My Volkswagen Jetta is completely fucking awesome. That's all I can say. Completely fucking awesome. Whenever I get in that car, it starts right up. I never have a problem with it. It always goes. It's great on gas. And I just, in the back of my mind, I just keep hearing some German guy yodeling and screaming Fahrvergnügen. It's just night and day from owning an American car. I had so many American trucks and cars, and they just suck. They're always breaking down. They're always having problems, and I've had no problems with this jet at all. Have I had any problems? Well, I backed into a fire hydrant like a fucking jackass. It was like it wasn't like a big fire hydrant. It was like low to the ground, so I didn't see it. And I'm backing up, and I'm one of those guys. I'm one of those guys who polishes his car and waxes it and parks it in the shade so it doesn't oxidize. and parks it under a tree so it doesn't get stained with acid rain. I'm one of those guys. And it completely freaked me the fuck out that I backed into this thing and I got out of the car. I looked at the back of the car. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me, man. I put this giant scratch, like that fat, in the back of the car. I took all the paint off and I was like, well, I'll just put a sticker over it. But I'm one of those guys who hates putting stickers on his car. So I was like, oh, I'll go and I'll get touch-up paint. So I went to, it wasn't AutoZone, it was, what the heck was it? Advanced Auto Parts. And they had it was the neatest thing, because before there used to be like a really small thing, like a nail polish applicator, and you'd put the paint on, and it would never match your car, and it always would irk me. So they had this one, it had a primer, it had a little thing to sand, to scuff up the spot where the scratch was, and it also had paint. And then it also, you would twist the top off of it, had clear coat to go over it. And I gotta tell you, man, I put that on, and you can't even tell I hit a fire hydrant, old lady, a dog, and a couple Mexicans. But, you know, we're gonna keep that quiet. We're gonna watch this movie tonight. Gonna get all gooned up on High Life, and I went to Costco the other day, and man, I found something at Costco. Costco steamed dumplings are pretty much, if I was on death row, I would order three things. I would be like, I want a pizza from Villa Pizza in New Jersey, I want some fried chicken, and I want steamed dumplings from Costco, and possibly a quesadilla too. I've been filling up my Kenmore deep freezer for the cold season when I get snowed in. I got away from spending all the money on the Mountain House stuff. As much as I liked it, it's confusing. I can never put a meal together. It's like, yeah, I got this beef stroganoff, which is awesome, and I'll have the green beans or corn to go with it, or the rice peel-off. And the next day I woke up and I'm like, oh, I'll have some blueberries, and which they all taste fantastic. As far as MREs go, MREs are fucking disgusting, man. I wouldn't feed that stuff to a rabid wildebeest. I would not feed that stuff to. I don't even think they'd eat it. But as far as Mountain House stuff goes, it's over the top, really, really good. Especially their breakfast with the eggs and the bacon, and oh, it's just delicious. But the point I was trying to make was, they don't match up. It's not like I can have the beef stroganoff, the green beans, and the dessert, because there's never enough of them. So the next day you're like, oh, well, I can have breakfast again, or blueberry cobbler, or what's left of the corn. They don't match up, like the meals don't match up. I think what I would do is buy the number 10 cans. Number 10 can of green beans, number 10 can of beef stroganoff, like 5 times, because it's my favorite one out of all the Mountain House stuff. I looked at the freeze dry guy, and I don't know. I just like the Mountain House stuff better. So that's about it for me, man. That's all the mojo I got. I'm in the market for another cat. I have my cat. The cat's great, but I want to get my cat some company. So I'm going to go down next week, and I'm going to go find her a little friend, someone to hang out with. I mean, as cool as I am, as much fun as I am to hang out with, like I'm pretty much like hanging out with fucking Elvis. Who else? Elvis, Don Rickles, Wayne Newton. Anybody else? Kevin Featherlane. I am pretty much cat's ass. But when it comes to cats, they need someone else to hang out with. As cool as I am, I feel as though she's lacking feline attention. So I'm gonna. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. It's coming. That wasn't so bad. Later, guys.